Hi Dreamer, welcome to Borough Market. One of my subscribers suggested that I go here the last time I was in London, and I didn't actually have the time. I'm not exactly sure how much I will talk during this vlog. It's very loud in here and there's people playing copyrighted music, so I will do the best I can. My goals for today: try as many yummy looking things as possible and to see as much of the market as I can and just take in the ambiance. It's pretty cool down here. There's a lot of people, there's music playing, there's a lot of little stands serving wonderful looking items. So first impressions, I'm really loving it. I'm staying this trip at Covent Garden, which is in the West End of London in the theater district. I'm really liking that too. It is a lot busier than the last place I stayed whenever I was in London, which was a little bit out of town. It's very convenient though, being able to just walk to literally everything. You can't beat the public transportation here in Europe, especially London. It's really, really good. I'll show you my hotel, which is the St. Martin, whenever I get back this afternoon. But first, let's find something to eat. Okay, this market is definitely the unglamorous side of like food blogging. I'm like currently standing in a dirty corner with my coffee on some kind of like hazardous waste cupboard. Like actually, seriously, like there's my coffee, hazardous waste cupboard. So that's fun. But I got off a call with a teammate from London, and they suggested, since I was here, that I should stop at Bread Ahead, which I greatly appreciate because everything looks amazing. You couldn't possibly try it all. Like a lot of times I walk through, I've been to a lot of markets, LA, New York, Seattle, and some of it looks good, some of it looks bad. Guys, all of it here looks amazing. So I was like, what am I gonna do? I can't try it all. So suggestions are preferable. So Bread Ahead, I got a creme brulee donut, and we shall see how it is. The donut is really good donut. The creme brulee for me is a unique component, but it wouldn't be like my preference for flavors. You can definitely tell like the burnt creme brulee like flavor on the edges, which is once again not my absolute preference. So the filling is really good. Overall, I don't care for the creme brulee topping, but the donut is really good. So I definitely would go back to that place and get like a different topping. Just the creme brulee for me just doesn't really accent it. I think it overwhelms the flavor of the donut. This particular donut, I would say maybe a 6 out of 10, but the donut just on its own is probably a solid 8 out of 10. Maybe even a 9 out of 10. Pretty good. Okay, this is the angle of the century, let me tell you. There are places to sit, but they're all really crowded, and I don't want to shove a camera in anybody's face, so I'm crouching on the sidewalk with my mac and cheese. That looks amazing. I've heard of Bath. I definitely want to go. It was from the Bath Dairy. Sounds cool. I didn't mention it earlier, but the things I want to try today are obviously the things with the longest lines, because those are probably the best. Follow the crowd, always. If you don't know what you're doing, follow the crowd. It's always good point for food. People know where the good food is. I already have my third spot checked out after this. Technically, I guess it would be my fourth, because I stopped for coffee. Let's give this mac and cheese a try. Oh, it's really good. Cheese really comes through, nice and creamy. Pasta is not overcooked, which I think is a marvel. I got crispy onions on it for half a pound, and I think that's a good move. It adds a little bit extra texture to it, and just a little bit of punch. I really, really like it. It's really good. It was about 9 pounds. I think it was worth that. This is a good helping, and it's nice and warm and comforting. Really good. One more tip while my legs hold out in this position is for a market like this, I want the more American English food, anything that seems local to the area. There's amazing international options here, but I'm going to save trying those until I'm in those locations. So Thai food for Thailand, Chinese food for China, and so on. I do believe this is probably going to be the last stop of the day unless I head out and just see something that I absolutely have to have. I'm getting really full, but I had to stand in line for what everybody else was standing in line for, and that was humble crumble. So I have it here. It was fun to watch them make it, and I got the cherry Bakewell special that they had. When in doubt on a lot of these markets and you're not sure what kind of combination to get and you don't understand what a lot of the toppings are, a lot of the ingredients, then just get something that's like pre-made. Don't try to invent the wheel, just get something that they think is good. I'm glad I saved this to last because it's really rich, but it's so good. Not too sweet. The crumble on it is actually amazing. I also got a little bit of cold custard, and that's really good too. Highly recommend if you're in the market. It is quite a bit later than whenever I left you earlier at Borough Market. We had a lovely night at Gordon's Wine Bar. If you're in the area, I highly recommend that you visit. It's in an old cellar, really cool in there. Had a couple amazing glasses of wine and some really good selections of cheese, and we called it a night. We were actually flying to Naples tomorrow morning. I'm not sure I'll vlog it. I guess you'll find out. We were staying this time at St. Martin's Lane Hotel, and I wanted to briefly talk on it in case anyone was curious. Google classifies this place as a 5-star hotel. It's nice. I don't know if it's that nice. We paid around $300 a night for it. I actually think that that's a pretty decent deal considering the location you're at in London. You are incredibly centrally located right here. The hotel staff are the best part about this place. They are incredible. This room is pretty nice. The only downsides that I have for it is terrible for jet lag because it doesn't have blackout curtains all the way around. We have a patio outside of our room and there's only curtains around like half of it. That's kind of a problem. Also, we were out of shower gel in our shower. I'm sure they would have brought us more, but we probably shouldn't have to ask. The bed here is one of the best hotel beds I've ever slept in. It is unbelievable. Pillows are good, duvet's good, mattress is great. It is really, really nice. Brad's been working out of the room and it's been pretty good. It gets a little dark in the afternoon here. I wish it got a little bit more light. But other than that, it's been pretty good. There's a decent sized desk set up with a real desk chair if you're working remote. I do wish that there was a double sink. For a hotel of this caliber, I would almost expect that. But there's one and then a decent sized counter. Very nice bath products here, so that is a plus. This hotel has a coffee bar attached, it has a speakeasy bar attached, and it has a restaurant. So everything you could probably want right here inside the hotel. Would I come back? Maybe. There are a lot of really good hotels in this area, so this one is up against a lot of competition. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's great either. I would potentially stay here if you weren't interested in staying in any like big American chain where you might get points. Other than that, I think it's good. It's definitely really modern. And like I said, the staff are unbelievable. It was great that you joined me for my trip to the Borough Market and for me to tell you a little bit about staying here in the West End. I'll be back shortly with another video. Until next time, bye.